Hi, I'm Rory Sheehan, and welcome to Meditative Conditioning. In this series, we're going to be looking at how to get messages from your guides using the tarot. Now, before we get started, what I want to do is I want to remind you about the importance of asking a good question. We have a video that we've done on that, so if you're not clear, maybe you want to go back and review that video. What we want to do is we want to ask a question that's going to help us in a positive, healthy way to move forward. And what I found is the best types of questions to ask are questions that have to do with learning lessons or adjusting vibration and energy so that our energy and vibration is more in line with the outcome that we want. So give some thought to a question that you can ask right now, a question that you can ask your guides, where the guides will communicate through the tarot to you an answer that's going to be helpful to you, that's going to be positive for you, and it's going to allow you to move forward in a positive and healthy way. So a question might be, what do I need to learn in order to, and then whatever context you want to look at. What lessons do I need to focus on in order to move forward in a positive and healthy way in whatever context? What do I have to be aware of so that I can get my energy in line and my vibration in line so that I can attract more of what it is that I want to attract? So those are the types of questions that we want to focus on. So give yourself a moment just to think about a question that you can ask right now, and then allow your guides to provide you with a guidance and answer to your question through the tarot. So I want you to do now, before we do the exercise, I want you to just think about your question. Just focus on your question and notice how you feel. Do you feel comfortable, or do you feel a little bit anxious? If you're anxious, we cannot continue at this point. We have to wait until you're comfortable. And the reason is that if your vibration, if your energy is anxious, because of the law of attraction, you're going to attract an answer that's consistent with being anxious or uncomfortable in some way. So you got to just relax and take a breath and allow yourself to feel comfortable as you focus on that question. That's right. So just focus on that question. Concentrate on your question. And allow yourself to open to receive an answer from your spirit guides through the tarot. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to take a look at the card for this exercise. And this card is the Four of Pentacles. And as you look at the Four of Pentacles, what I want you to do is I want you to notice what your attention is drawn to first. That's the important part. What are your guides attempting to draw your attention to? So there's an awful lot of different things going on in this card. Your guides are drawing your attention to something because that's the message that your guides want to communicate to you. So let's go through some of the possibilities. Let's say, for example, you see in the background all the open space, the sky. Well, maybe your guides are attempting to let you know that there's abundance available to you. You just have to tap into it, and wanting to make you aware of the abundance and maybe get you away from that mindset of scarcity. So maybe that's the message that your guides are attempting to communicate to you if you notice the sky first. What if you noticed pentacles first? Say, well, it's a pentacle. Well, if you notice the pentacles first, pentacles are all about earth energy, about the body, about money, about finances, about the physical side of things. So maybe if you notice the pentacles first, your guides are attempting to make you aware that there is some consideration that you want to give to your finances or your physical body or your possessions or your career, and it's saying it's time to start focusing on that. Maybe your guides drew your attention to the number 4 at the top. And if your guides drew your attention to number 4, 4s are generally about stability and structure. So where in your life do you have to either acknowledge things are stable or that you've got a good structure, a good foundation, or conversely, your guides may be saying you've got to start creating some structure. You've got to create some stability. So what are your guides attempting to make you aware of by drawing your attention to the number 4? Maybe you just notice the character. And you notice the character is hanging on to that pentacle. And if you've noticed the character first, maybe your guides are attempting to let you know that you're a bit closed. Maybe you want to open up so that you can allow energy to flow. And maybe it's time to open up to receive. A lot of times when people are struggling, they do all the exercises, but they're just not open to receive. So if you notice the character first, maybe your guides are encouraging you to open up and be ready to receive and be willing to receive and believe you are deserving to receive. Maybe your guides drew your attention to the city in the background. Maybe if you notice the city first, your guides are attempting to let you know that you're turning your back on something that you need to address. You're moving away from something when you should be thinking about moving towards as opposed to moving away. So what are you struggling with that you're pulling away from that you should be really focused on the benefit of moving towards as opposed to the problems of moving away? What are your guides attempting to communicate to you in that context if you notice a city in the background first? Maybe you notice a little squiggle in the bottom right-hand corner. Now that little squiggle is actually the artist's signature. So maybe if that's what you noticed first, or your eyes are being drawn back to that over and over as we talked about the card, maybe your guides are saying it's time for you to start taking credit for your efforts and acknowledging your value, acknowledging your worth. So maybe your guides are attempting to let you know that you are deserving of recognition. So regardless of where your guides drew your attention first, they're attempting to communicate to you a message that will help you move forward in a positive and healthy way. So I hope that helps you get a better understanding of the message that your guides are attempting to communicate to you at this point. Understanding that message is always positive, always supportive. Our question, remember, is focused on learning and focused on energy and vibration. So that's going to help us to be more positive as we move forward. So just for a moment, just say thank you to your guides for allowing you to experience the benefits of this exercise, for allowing you to receive the information that your guides are attempting to communicate with you. And understand that we'll be going back and doing more exercises like this so that you can get more information, more specific information that'll help you move forward in a positive way. So I hope you're finding these exercises helpful. If you are, please be sure to click the like button and subscribe to the channel, because that's really something that helps us out a lot. And be sure to click that bell so that you can get notified of videos whenever we post them, and tell your friends so your friends will know what we're doing here and hopefully check us out. So I hope you're enjoying this. Until next time, I'm Rory Sheehan, hoping you have a fantastic day.